Albany, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Binghamton, Utica, Elmira, New York City. Empire Rewind with Kori Chambers.
Hello, hello. Thanks so much for being with us here as we celebrate great stories from the great state of New York, all across the state of New York, as you just heard there. That's really what the show is all about. Stories that make you think, stories that make you smile, stories that make you laugh, stories that make you want to just like talk, chat, whatever. In fact, who do we have joining us today? It's producer Brianna Williams. What's going on?
I'm here, Kori. I'm ready to get into these stories. I want to see what they have to offer outside of New York City.
Exactly.
What's up? Yeah.
Look, this is a big state. This is a big state. There's a lot of great things happening around here, and we've got you covered here. So good stories, starting, in fact, with Rochester.
All right.
And, I talk about stories that make you talk and think. Question for you as we go into this thing, and you can answer it on the other side here. How do you feel about driving in a car that's being driven by itself, a driverless car? How do you feel about that?
Let me think.
All right.
Let me think.
We'll think and we'll watch.
Imagine ordering a taxi or a rideshare service to your phone. The car pulls up, but no one's in the driver's seat. This type of self-driving car technology could soon be coming to New York State. Not too soon, though. The company Waymo, already active in other cities across the country, including San Francisco and Atlanta, brought these cars of the future to Hobart and William Smith College Tuesday. It's a chance for students and others to get a closer look. A lawman bill sponsor to bring this tech to New York State, Senator Jeremy Cooney, also on site.
They have an amazing AI club that is part of the new Melly Institute that is doing innovative work with growing businesses. So when these students graduate from Hobart and William Smith, they're looking for the newest technology to be on the streets of New York. We want to make sure that we're delivering on that promise. We want to show them firsthand what the technology looks like, what the cameras and the LiDAR technology is looking for.
The purpose right now is to familiarize the cars with New York roads, creating maps the artificial intelligence with human-backed support can learn from, and also for the cars to get used to driving conditions in a suitable week to do so.
Our car has been through the ringer today. It's been through some snow, but here you'll see a radar panel. Anything spinning you see is LiDAR, and we have cameras and an audio system. At the top, you'll see more cameras, more radar panels, and again, the LiDAR. So around the car, we have 29 cameras, as well as these radar panels, and 3 LiDAR with the biggest LiDAR up there. There's additional benefits we didn't actually even think of at the time. For example, in San Francisco, we have $40 million of added revenue that we are linking directly to Waymo as a result of almost like a tourism attraction. We've been told it's like kind of like the new cable car.
Senator Cooney tells me he's hopeful his bill to allow this type of technology to come to New York State will pass when the next session begins in January. For now, reporting in Geneva, Isabel Garcia, News 8.
So you saw the piece. How do you feel? These cars could be here before you know it.
Well, Kori, I say way no to Waymo. And let me tell you why. Way no to Waymo. And let me tell you why. For one, I don't that's just something that I've been saying, because you know what? I've been hearing about these cars, but they've been making me nervous for a very long time. And I just think that here they wouldn't work. And also, a robot driving me? Nah, I don't feel that I'm safe in a car without a person. And also, it takes away the fun. Remember when you first got your driver's license or your permit?
Yes.
Like, all that excitement is just out the window because you have actually a robot driving you.
Okay, well, here's the counterpoint, okay? The counterpoint is that, yes, people won't be driving, but people are terrible at driving. And I say this to somebody, you know I got hit by a car like 6 months ago,
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
If a robot with LiDAR or whatever was driving, it would have known to not like hit me in a crosswalk, right? I would hope.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, I don't know. Robots don't get distracted. Robots don't get sleepy. Robots don't get drunk or whatever else people might do. I'm just saying, like, look, and I understand people are like, robots don't like it, but
yeah,
I think there is that counterpoint out there.
Kori, but these cars do glitch. Robots glitch.
So do
Computers
people.
glitch.
So do people. Look at my shoulder. Glitch, glitch, glitch. I got the scars to show the glitches. So, all right, that's good though.
All right.
Wayno to Waymo.
I
like that take.
Waymo.
All right, interesting. Okay. We got some holiday music going. Because it is that time of year where folks get together, they want to celebrate, they want to give gifts. You know, it's that holiday, that magic of the season, right? It's also a time of giving.
Yeah,
and
my favorite time.
People need to give because this time around this year, you know, times are tough for a lot of folks.
It's rough. Yep.
Things are more expensive. The grocery store, everything, gas, everything else. People are like, I don't have any more money. I'm being stressed at tariffs, everything else. So some charities are actually collecting early because of that.
That's a good thing. Yeah, people can't even afford food, so it's the holidays, gifts. I can only imagine.
Well, you know, we have a story. I think this was actually in our news at 6 o'clock on Pix 11 here in New York City.
Oh, okay.
A piece looking at giving early. People actually collecting toys early because it's going to be hard for a lot of kids to get toys. So why don't we take a look and we'll talk on the other side.
All right, let's go.
In this room, there are no complaints about the Christmas creep coming in early.
It's a basketball.
Because right now, Santa's elves need a little extra help.
Because of the tariffs, because of the government shutdown, the price of toys is much higher and the delivery times has gotten much longer.
Every year, the Coalition for the Homeless works to spread Christmas magic to some of the 35,000 kids living in New York City shelters. Last year, they were able to give out 14,000 brand new toys.
We can't afford to be late with this.
This year, the drive started 2 weeks early to make sure Chris Kringle is able to load his sleigh with time to spare.
To simplify the process, they've created an Amazon wish list, so you can make sure when you give a toy, you're picking one out that kids actually want.
We have to really be ahead of the curve.
The gifts then make their way here to Santa's workshop, where volunteers get them where they need to go.
We sorted by gender and by ages.
Experts say toy prices have gone up by nearly 2% due to tariffs, but these workers are counting on the spirit of the season.
We're hoping that New Yorkers, especially knowing right now how tough things are getting, will really open their hearts and help support this drive.
The Coalition for the Homeless is hoping to have all of these boxes filled by December 15th. So if you're going to donate, they ask you do it sooner rather than later. In Lower Manhattan, I'm Julie Millay, Pix 11 News.
All right.
Oh,
good to see people giving. People
Yeah.
need the help. All right, I know we got to go to a break because I feel like we've been chatting a lot already. We got to get to a break. I mean, you're always on time. You're like, all right, wrap it, move it up, keep it going.
I get it. Okay.
In my ear, like, all right, speed it up. Kori and Shirley on the Big 7 News at 6, speed it up. Let's keep moving.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right. Well, we are going to go to a break. On the other side, though, we have a story about kids in old school tech.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Stay with us.
Empire Rewind with Kori Chambers.
All right, Brianna, we got to talk about these tablets, man. These tablets and these kids.
Man. My worst enemy. I don't like them. I'm happy that I did not grow up in this generation, in this era of tablets and technology.
You know what?
Honestly.
I had a Game Boy, and that was like my tablet. You couldn't, like, the batteries would run out. They were on AA batteries. Now these tablets, they can just go and go and go.
Yeah.
We have a story coming from Albany involving some old school tech not really old school tech. I guess it's not tech at all, but old school toys the kids are still playing with.
This is what I like. Sega Genesis. Bring it out. Nintendo 64.
No batteries at all. This is just your mind.
Oh, okay. Let's see what it is then.
Let's go.
They're the building blocks of imagination. What are you building, Micah?
A water planet.
A water planet? What is that?
Only sea animals live here.
One block at a time, over 200 kids filled University at Albany's e-tech space, building whatever they could think of.
It's actually the same planet you're standing on, but you have to go back in time to get to it.
What did you build?
A planet, a spaceship, a car. If you ever need anything, let us know.
Erin Kuchar of the College of Emergency Preparedness, Homeland, and Cybersecurity says the goal is to show kids the different technologies that exist.
Children are able to come in, go through different stations that they're working on, all through Lego, to help them understand and be exposed to technology.
And staff at UAlbany say Legos can be the building blocks for so many things in STEM. That includes robots just like this one and 3D printers.
When we get more advanced, of course, out of the basic building kits, we have our robots. We hook them up to electronics that are able to hook up to our computers, so now they turn on, they're codable, programmable, and they start moving.
But none of that can be done without the basics. You finished? Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Starting with tall towers.
Looks great. Yeah, I just need the animal pieces.
Okay. Inspiring big dreams along with them. Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a Lego builder.
Reporting in Albany, Vanessa Blasi, News 10, ABC.
Kori, wait, we have to rewind. I said Nintendo 64 and Sega, but they took it all the way back.
All the way back.
To Legos. Where you have to use your mind.
Exactly.
Technology can't think for you with when you're dealing with Legos.
My daughter is 10. She's still on occasion will pull out the Legos and build. And when I see it, I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
Just please. Then keep playing with the Legos.
My favorite thing, when I go to Disney, my favorite thing is to go to the Lego store. And I sit and I build and I build and I build. And they were building cars and animals and planets.
It is wild what you can build.
Yes. The imagination is being put to use instead of using it to look at a tablet.
Exactly. All right. Well, we have another story. Involves a little bit of imagination, a little bit of holiday themes, in transportation, sort of.
Okay.
Remember this story? We actually did this one on Pix 11. This is a New York story. Greg Mocker did it. He took us to the Bronx.
Okay.
For it was the train, the miniature train show, the holidays.
Oh, yes. One of my favorite things to do here. My favorite things to do.
All right. Well, check it out, and you might want to, come check it out, too.
You spend a lot of time around trains in the city, but the holiday train show at the New York Botanical Garden will change your perspective. This is the season when nature puts on a show. The outside is transformed in colors and textures. The sound of a train adds to the atmosphere. Is that a tree or a bridge? It's both.
There are places that we see like in person every single day, and now seeing them here, it's amazing to see the little details.
Bring the outdoors in. Take this train to the conservatory. Walk around a winter wonderland made of wood chips and plant materials. With some imagination indoors, travel from the Hudson Valley's historic homes to the original Penn Station, all within a few steps.
You just get this incredible new perspective on buildings that have been in the show for decades.
Trains and tracks connect this trip around New York City landmarks made of bark, leaves, and pine cones. Central Park appears around a corner. One of the new model landmarks this year is the Delacorte Theater, home to the Public Theater's Shakespeare in the Park. The other new structure is the wooden Whitney Museum of Art.
Sometimes it's a place that we've wanted to bring to life for a long time, like the Whitneys. Sometimes it's a celebration of something that's happened recently, like in the case of the Delacorte.
A holiday train trip is required to see palm trees set against the New York City skyline.
Celebrating the form, if we don't get that right, we've failed those buildings. So it's a lot about repeat textures and repeat patterns.
Take in the sight of the city. You definitely get a different view. Some of the materials used in the models come from the Botanical Garden itself. This is the 34th year for the holiday train show. In the Bronx, Greg Mocker, Pix 11 News.
Wow. I wonder how many delays those trains have, or if they
those trains
train
don't have
traffic.
Delays. Those trains run on holiday magic. We have a lot of train issues in the city, but those trains, those are running.
Yes, it's such a beautiful place.
You're funny. All right, you know where we have not been so far in this broadcast? We have not been to the Cuse.
Oh, I love Syracuse.
Syracuse area, we have a story there, and this is actually Cicero, which is outside of Syracuse, and involves a first for a police department out there.
Oh.
Kind of a historic shift is what they're calling it. So why don't we take a look at this?
Okay.
It's a picture for the history books, taken after the first all-female officer midnight shift for the Cicero Police Department.
It was more of just like a light bulb went off type of thing, where we're like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. We're making history for Cicero.
The achievement was posted on the department's Facebook page, and it immediately took off. Thousands of comments, hundreds of shares. Some people supportive, others not so much.
You don't see the people that are saying this stuff to us on the job, probably not fit for the job, they're sitting home scrolling.
We caught up with the three officers while they were at a conference for New York women in law enforcement.
I just hope that the public understands that it is 2025, about to be 2026. It's okay that women enter male-dominated careers. You know, we just bring something different.
The 3 female officers, who make up a very small percentage of the police department, say they may not be physically as strong as their male counterparts, but they make up for it with other strengths.
Usually people, especially women victims, they feel more comfortable around other women. And same with children, too.
Come right to us.
Yeah.
More so than the men.
Which I think makes the job easier.
So the muscles might be different, but their force is uniquely female.
I'm just proud of us.
Yeah.
I'm just proud of us.
In Cicero, Kendra Brodus, News Channel 9.
It's good to have diversity. It's good to have, different types of officers, and in this case, to have that all female midnight shift.
Yeah, and they're supporting each other.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Wow.
You were saying, because we did like a little test show before this, you're like, girl power.
Yeah, women empowerment. Girl power.
But it's true. It's important stuff. All right. We have not done our pick of the week. We have one more story to share.
Okay.
And
I'm
this
excited
one,
for this.
I saw this one, and I was like, oh, this is good. This is the kind of story I want my daughter to see. This is the kind of story I want really all kids to see, because it's about accepting each other.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Albany for our pick of the week, and look, I think this is a great story. I think this is fantastic. If the kids are home, bring them around. If the kids are watching,
bring everyone.
Come on, bring everybody around, and let's watch this piece from Albany.
Vicky and Isla Bentley are the authors of Not Sorry to Be Me. Isla was diagnosed with autism and ADHD at a young age, and their goal with this book is to help people understand the differences and attempt to connect on a deeper level.
In a forest far away, there lived a little bird. He was a wee bit different. Some thought him quite absurd.
Like many parents, Vicky wanted to bring her daughter's vision to life.
What other birds could only see in black and white and grey.
She just loves to, construct stories and characters. So she came to me with an idea, and a lot of her ideas are very out there. But this one was one that I was like, wow, it was just felt very poignant, very meaningful.
When Isla asked to publish a book, Vicky says it was a tall order.
Her initial idea was that Sorry was called Sorry because he was always apologizing for his behavior. And that was because the world was very overwhelming for him. And that really struck me because I think that's very much her experience.
She hopes people will better understand her daughter's perspective.
He wasn't very popular. The other birds weren't kind. They even called him Sorry, the best name they could find. Sorry, I'm so sorry, he'd say it all day long. I'm not trying to annoy you. I don't mean to get things wrong.
They used an analogy to help children better understand what it's like.
He viewed every wondrous color in a dazzling array, what other birds could only see in black and white and grey. Some days it made him want to jump and run and dance and sing. Other days it made him want to hide from everything.
Though children with autism can get overwhelmed and be reclusive, their message is
they should still treat people with autism and ADHD the exact same way they treat someone who doesn't, because we're all people here.
The book is available at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon. Reporting in Manans, Karina Dominguez, News 10 ABC.
That little girl gets it.
Yep.
She gets it. And you know what's interesting is I was watching, I was thinking to myself, obviously kids should see that and understand that message that, everyone's a little bit different, but some adults need to get that message too.
Yes.
And you know what I mean?
I have to shout out my mom because she always taught me that when I was younger. You treat everyone the same no matter what.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
With respect.
that little girl, that book, everybody go get it. I think I'm going to buy a couple and give it to my adult friends.
Yeah, here you go. Excuse me, what was that? Read this book and get back to me.
I got your Christmas gift.
There you go. Instead of calling the stocking, you get the book with the, please read this.
Yes.
I like that. You know what? I think we're at the end of our time.
Yes.
This is the maiden voyage.
But it was a great time. I love going around the state and seeing all the different stories and different people and, sending positive messages.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we have a bunch of great stations in the state of New York. Nexstar, our parent company, has a bunch of great stations and a lot of great stories that you may be missing. So I'm so glad that we got to share them with you. It was great. This was the first time.
This was fun, yeah. We have to go to Buffalo next, though. Okay. I have a bunch of family in Buffalo. We have to go to Buffalo next.
We will be in Buffalo.
Yes.
Next week, we'll be in Buffalo. All right. Thanks so much for joining us.